You don't need Netflix, you don't need cable. Hop on YouTube, welcome to the hood table, where we chop up local and global events vocally. You don't really wanna miss out on these conversations. Just joke a little, laugh a little, get that wine in your system, fill your glass a little. Expose current events, talk trash a little. You never know, these opinions might clash a little. They addicted to the content, got them binge watching. You don't like it, then you want invited. Bet your friends watching in the house and in your job parking lot before you clocking. They don't wanna miss a second of this HT content. Everybody think they got something to say, so it's an open invitation, bring it to the table. But if you come whack, just know we ain't buying in. We gon' probably turn your back and tell you sorry, try again, Yeah, welcome to the hood table. You don't need Netflix, you don't need cable. Yeah, welcome to the hood table. You don't need Netflix, you don't need cable.
I was jamming to that.
I know.
And you cut it off early?
No, that was the end. What? That was the end of the song, I promise.
I don't know. It just never seemed like it cut off all abrupt like that.
Yeah, dun, 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 dun. It does that like 2 times. If I let it keep going, it's on repeat. So if I can let it go a little longer, it's gonna start all over.
Okay, maybe I was just into my groove and didn't realize because I was moving, girl. Hey Chakra, hey Linda B.
Linda said laugh out loud for you.
Linda B, I'm gonna start my own comedy club. And you can just come all the time because girl, she laughs at my bullshit. I like that. But anyway, go ahead.
Hey everyone, hey Carrie, hey Chakra King Black, Linda B, what's up? What's going on? How y'all doing? Did y'all take a look at my community wall? Did y'all see Kenola's community wall? Okay, so we're going to be talking about a few things, and then hopefully Corey can fill me in with some things that I might have missed over the last few hours that's been going on.
Oh.
But what's up, Melissa? How you doing? Melissa, did you see your husband about to be here?
Melissa.
DJing? You know who her husband is, right?
I wish somebody could go get Ken because I would love for you and him to discuss this.
I wish. Let me see if I can hit him up. Is he on IG?
I'm sure he is.
Ooh, let me see. You know what? I can just comment on his video. Hold on.
Yeah. I don't know, but it's family time now too, so he might not, but it would really be nice.
People are saying same shit, different man, some shit never changed, to the video.
Yeah. They ain't never lied.
Yep. Feel free to keep talking to the folks. I'm just looking for Ken's.
Okay, let me go on down here.
Okay, go ahead.
Hey, Kenna. Hey, Melissa. Linda B. I think I already spoke to Chakra King. Let's see. Welcome back. It was so nice. She had to do it twice today, you guys. Who knows? There might be a third one.
Oh, no. No. Y'all ain't gonna make me that person. I'm gonna blame it all on y'all. Y'all ain't gonna make me that person coming on here 2, 3, 4, 5, 11 times a day.
Right. Melissa, I'm gonna leave a comment below one of your videos because I have some financial questions. And so I'll leave it under your video and maybe we can discuss, or maybe the next show I can just jump down in your chat and ask the questions, but I'll hit you up. Okay, I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. I just left him a message on his video and then I just sent him a message on IG. So I hope he get it. But yeah, hopefully he'll be able to come over here. But yeah, ain't nothing changed. What's that song by is that Boyz II Men?
I wasn't a big Boyz II Men fan. So I'm not sure, to be honest.
I think that's Boys Again. Ain't nothing changed. Ain't nothing changed.
All right now.
Ain't nothing changed. Ain't nothing changed.
Wow, I haven't seen Mississippi Magnolia in a long time.
Hey, Mississippi, in my double letter I. No.
You know what? We used to say M.I. Crookaletta.
Yeah,
So,
M-I, crooked letter I, crooked letter I,
oh,
crooked letter
okay.
I. Yep, yep.
Okay.
We
Go
used to do
ahead,
that.
ma'am. I'm gonna quit
Yeah.
interrupting. Go ahead.
Oh, you fine, babes. You fine. I just sent him a message, so I'm hoping that he'll be able to come over here. But yeah, Mel's husband is Shaq,
Do
Big
what?
Shaq, Shaquille O'Neal.
Yeah.
That's Mel's husband, and he gonna be in our city next week.
Oh, okay. Is it
Mhm.
for a
She
particular
loves
is,
Shaquille O'Neal.
is it a fundraiser or
Something like that. He's gonna be a DJ at an event.
yeah,
So yeah, it's something like that, a fundraiser or something like that.
he's a good guy.
He is a good guy,
I've
great guy.
always liked him. Yeah.
She said, "From your mouth to God's ears." Oh, you're trying to speak it in existence. I know that's right. I know that's right. What's up, friend? Welcome, member. Melissa's a member as well. Welcome, members. Thank you so much for being members of the Hood Nation. I appreciate it. So, a few things I want to discuss on here.
Mm-hmm.
Um, okay. So first of all, hey, Miss Coffee. I'm gonna try to keep up with the chat tonight, Corey. I'm gonna try.
Oh, anyway,
I
Okay.
promise. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try.
I don't want to hear it.
If
Okay.
I don't read every comment, I will at least try
Oh,
to highlight every comment.
oh my goodness. Do we have to go through this again?
Look at what B Sector said. Happy you are live, but baby, it's slim pickings out here. You know what, Corio?
What?
I was over on Lipstick Alley today. Because
Mm-hmm.
sometimes I go over there because sometimes they be putting a lot of stuff up there that I'll be missing, right?
You're everywhere. Mm-hmm.
Yes. And so, like a week ago,
Yeah.
somebody had posted something saying, y'all need to get on over to the hood table because such and such is boring over there. I ain't gonna say who they were saying,
They
but
said
they're like, it's boring over there. Y'all need to get to the hood table. And everybody's like, where's the link? What's the link? I was like, okay, y'all, all right. See, they be shady over there too, because they be talking shit over there too, talking about what I look like, I look like a cross between with other content creators on here.
Girl, look, I'm gonna be honest. When I first, came here, I was, on the gravy train, on the bandwagon. Oh, they're mean. But I can honestly say the hoes with hearts, of course, my Ronnie Q, different ones, they're okay. They're just subscribers that are very sarcastic. It can be a little mean at times. But you have to admit they don't miss anything.
They don't miss shit.
They don't miss, so they're on their job. So I like the ones I've met so far.
Yeah, well, I ain't really met any like
You
that.
know what I mean.
I know what you mean. Yeah, I know what you mean, but I couldn't tell you who they all are. I don't even be looking at names half the time in there. I just be reading shit. But hold up. Do you see what Very Carey said? That man is still over there saying I sent her that Cash App receipt. And Mel said I was over there too today. You was on Lipstick Alley.
Who sent what receipt?
You know who. Oh, dang, you wasn't here, were you?
Oh, yeah, I was. I
the
know.
Cash App gate.
Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Right. And she said he's lying, still saying you sent me the Cash App receipt, but she's like, where's the proof?
When people have nothing else but bad rap, his only claim to fame is
it's so old. It's like it was a fucking dollar. You still talking about it?
Of course he is. He doesn't have anything else.
I just can't believe he's still talking about it. Like you done just had your channel demonetized. Don't you got other things to be focusing on? That don't make no sense. Anyway, we ain't giving him.
No.
Thank you, Carrie. Thank you, Carrie. I hope you clear that up every time. I know she will, if but still. But yes, LSA is brutally honest and Very curious, interesting that Ness is shading you with that boy. Child, you know what? Okay, so let me tell y'all something. KiKi was live again earlier today.
Yeah.
The girl KiKi. KiKi Primer. And I swear, she made like an hour-long video or so, maybe longer. I don't even know if it ended. And she didn't even start talking to like 25, 30 minutes in, it seemed like. And then she talked for maybe 10 minutes. And then for like 20 more minutes, it was dead silence. I don't know if the video's still rolling. Somebody said, did she fall asleep? I don't know what's going on over there. But while she was over there and while I was watching, she's over there upset. Now, y'all all know I think this is a play, right? And every video she makes just keeps that in the back of my mind, makes my thoughts even stronger. But now she's over there talking about she's upset because Octavius doesn't want to remove the video that he did the other day where a lot of females and people had jumped on there and was talking stuff about her. And how she wouldn't leave no videos up with people talking about him, and she wouldn't have nobody on her panel talking about him. But you remember the other day, he had this person on there, Tracy was in his chat, Marcus was on there. I mean, all kind of people was on his show the other day. And a lot of them had nothing but negative shit to say about her, right? So she basically went live to say that. And then she was going into, now you know how she do that fake cry? You know that fake cry?
Yeah.
And she was like, I wish I had a father to tell me don't cry, it'll be okay. She said, I wish I had a big brother to say, hey, little sis, it'll be okay. Girl, I was over there gagging. She'd be one thing about KiKi, she be putting it on real thick.
She's consistent.
Consistent. That's right.
Consistent.
And then she said, y'all want me to be alone in my house and just cry? And she's like, do you know when I'm not on the internet, I'm on the phone with him? And she said, add Octavius to the rest of the people that hate me. But she was like, all the things he did for me, he was my protector. He picked up the pieces for me. He was my father. He was my brother. He was my man. And to see him throw it all back in my face is the ultimate hurt. Child.
What can you really say to that? I mean, it's okay.
I don't know. It was like he was God or something. He's my protector. You know that song. He's my protector, my provider. You know that song, that old church song.
Yes, that's what I thought of. Yes.
Yep, that's what I thought of too. Hey, Taylor May, how you doing?
Hey, Taylor.
What's up, Big Man TV? How you doing? You say yes, Carrie. That girl got the fake cry. If anything, she needs to practice that fake cry. Mm-hmm. She needs to make it more realistic because that shit is so fake. You know how you be young and you cry to get your way?
Yes.
She ain't even that good.
No. No.
B-Sector said I can't watch it because it's a play. Mm-hmm.
She did everything she expected him to take his video down. You know, she did all of that. But just because she wants to make up now, he's supposed to take down a video that's probably had more views than he's ever had before. And not
exactly. Mm-hmm. Exactly.
But she's complaining that, okay.
She's complaining. Yeah, she's complaining. And she's the one who started all the shit, getting up here talking shit about him. But now she don't want nobody on his videos talking stuff about her. And she was like, I don't hate you, but if you really care about me, then you would take it down. Well, but if you don't take it down, then you're showing people what you said to me behind the scenes and how you kept me rattled. And I was so good to you. She was like, I was so good to you. And you just enjoy seeing me hurt.
Wow, the manipulation is strong in that.
Gaslighting.
Isn't it?
Gaslighting at its finest.
Wow. Well, you know, all I can say is really, because, you know, you made me go watch that mess.
But Corio, she's so contradicting. Like, wasn't she saying the other day how much he loves her? She even said this morning, he still loves me. You know, I still love him. I still love me. But you know what she said in this video? She said, you been fell out of love with me.
Well, she's manipulating and she wants to come back and go, no, I love you. I love you. Look, Octavius, you know, now is the time. If you get back with her, Now is the time when you have the upper hand and you can make this more even killed or on your terms. If you want to stop being manipulated and mistreated by her, now is the time for you to do your, as Lemon says, big one. Because the advantage is with you now.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you stand strong and let her know that she can't push you around, come on here and do this again, but she will. But,
Mm-hmm.
make it way better than it used to be. Now is the time for you to do it.
Mm-hmm.
I- I don't have any other advice for him.
It's just crazy how 1 second he loves me, I love him, I know he loves me, and all this. And now on the video that she made, where it took her 25 minutes to start, and then she talked for 10 minutes, and then it just went dead for like 20 more minutes. Now in that video, she's like, "You never loved me. You been fell out of me. You never fell out of love with me. You fell out of love with me a long time ago. You never loved me. You never cared for me. Everything you said last night was a lie. You said you love me, that you're my best friend."
That reminds me of that Jill Scott song, He Loves Me.
I love Jill Scott.
I feel like hypnotic up here thinking all these song references. Hey Glamour. But yeah, he
Hey,
needs,
Grandma.
yeah, either if you go back to her, if you fall for all this manipulation, you're gonna be in the same boat. But if you stand up now that you have the advantage, it might be different, but it won't. But you can, there's nothing like, believing, but it won't change. This is who she is. This is who she is. And
Exactly.
and
Mm-hmm.
that's where a lot of people fall short. They think they can change a person, or they think they may have treated all you people like that, but I'm different. You're not going to treat, she's not going to, or he's not going to, or they're not going to treat me like that. And they don't want to believe a person is, they're showing you exactly who they are.
And she's been doing that, but evidently he don't really know who she is. And Mary Carey, you said she's even lying on some people for no reason at V. Lenore's post. V. Lenore made a post. Hold up, let me go over there. Hold on. Let me see what V. Lenore had to say. Okay.
Mr. Dolomite. I know that's right.
Where's V. Lenore's post? I don't see anything. Um, Things I'm no longer apologizing for. I don't see any posts. Okay, I don't see anything. But okay, and then JoJo said, "Hey, JoJo said she appears to be throwing a tantrum. Proud Grandma said she's a dangerous woman. Octavius had to address it. He did have to address it after everything that she said. And
But
JoJo said she has been verbally. She said he has been verbally abusing her, and he said the same thing too, though. So I don't know about that.
but Jojo, I'm not sure how long you've been in the beef sector, but and this is just my opinion, and you let me know what you think. Hood table. The world's view of verbally abusing someone is very different from Kiki's version of a man verbally abusing her. Verbally abusing Kiki could be, I don't want this relationship anymore. I'm not happy. I'm leaving. That kind of stuff. I would think that she would consider verbal abuse. Am I right? On Do you feel I'm
Right,
right on? I
right.
don't think, he's up in there calling her a bag of bees. He could have, but I just don't think the level of verbal abuse she sees through her glasses are what the rest of us women would view as being verbally abusive.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. And oh, did you see the comment from Mississippi?
Oh, JoJo said that Octavius agreed he was verbally abusing her. Oh
Mm.
well.
Oh wow. Well, Mississippi said, yes, that's it. I have a new granddaughter. I took a break, but I check in period.
Yeah,
Well,
I saw that.
congratulations.
Yeah, congratulations. But you
Yes.
know something, JoJo? Um, I- I'm going to ask the men. It's not right. I don't believe in abusing women in any form or fashion, or vice versa. But a drunk uh, KiKi that's in one of her, what do you want to call it, moods, or what do we call these episodes?
Episodes.
Yeah, who knows what transpired? You know, because when you're mad, because she did say he was outside yelling, right?
Yeah, she said because he kept saying she was always talking about PG County Police. They'll put you in jail, all this kind of stuff. And he said he felt threatened at times that she would call the cops on him. And her excuse was, well, I live in a bougie neighborhood, and
Oh God.
people over here they will put your black butt in jail. That's what her excuse was.
Well, you know, anyone, male or female, not just in this situation, can be pushed to the limit. And you end up saying things and going off because you're tired. And not just this situation, not just male on female. You just get pushed.
Mm-hmm.
Haven't you been pushed to where you're just like, F it, I'm getting ready to tell this person exactly how I feel. I'm
Mm-hmm.
sick of sitting here listening to this shit.
Yep. Yep.
You know,
Mm-hmm.
it's just a bad situation. And I'm sure he did the best thing he could was to leave and go back home.
Mm-hmm.
Because
Yep. Mm-hmm.
that kind of speaks volumes to me that because I think it was one way. I think he really, 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 really liked that woman.
I think he did too. I think he liked her a lot more. And I don't know. Let
And
me
I'm
speak to a few people real quick.
sure.
Because I'll get carried. I'll get way behind. Did I say hi to Linda? Hey, Linda. Hey, Kenda. Hey, Boo. I just want to make sure I say hi to everybody because I've been doing really bad at that. B Sector, Tailor Made, Big Man TV. Big Man said that I see. I'm gonna check my DMs after I get off of here, Big Man. And also JoJo Dancing. Yes, I said hey to you guys, and also I want to say hey to who else we got in here? I think I got everybody. Did I get everybody? B Sector. Okay, so let's go back
Yeah.
and read some of the comments now. Okay, so Very Carey said B Sector. I don't expect. Oh, hold on. Let me go back.
Not
Okay,
taking
here
up.
we go. Okay, dang, how many times has she been live? Said I can't watch that. Carrie said I don't expect anything different from anyone in this sector. Only a few real ones out here I respect. I know that's right. And then somebody else said, oh, that was about the DM. Oh, I'm doing pretty good, huh? Okay, Carrie
No.
said she's a dangerous woman. I am doing pretty good. Okay. And also, Very Carrie said it's on the Uncut channel for Vila Nord. I found it, so I'm going to read that in a second as soon as I go through these comments. What's up, Mr. Dolomite? I knew I missed somebody. So, Mr. Dolomite said, Octavius needs my spirit for 10 minutes. I would cuss KiKi smooth out. And then Very Carey said, we all know all those flying out, traveling, going out, rent cars and shit was all for you too. Yes, girl. We absolutely know it. And then Mr. Dolomite, now how you feel about this one, Corio? KiKi done ruined another good man.
I'm not gonna go that far because I like my men to have a steady paycheck. I need my man to have his own place. So I'm not saying he's a bad man. I'm just saying, well, it's obvious what I'm saying. Um, it's obvious what I'm saying. I don't know. I mean, maybe a good man in that, mentally he's stable. I don't know, but I just have different needs when it comes to a man in my life. that would make me happy.
Exactly.
And
I'm the same way. I can't be with a guy for a whole year and he ain't got no job. What? What?
no. And if you're living with your mom, it needs to be you have your own place and you brought her into your own place to help take care of her. I don't know. I just have a problem with a man living with his mom. I don't know. Is there really a difference? You tell me, but I know someone that, he brought his mom home to live with him.
Mm-hmm.
And, but I think we'd all look at him different if he was living in her home.
And see, shit happens. Shit happens, right? So if a man was to, because my sons can always come back home, you know what I'm saying? If shit happens, they get hard on their luck, they get fired, they get laid off, they lose their apartment, while looking, there are
I
certain
get,
situations
of
where
course,
my
of
sons
course.
can always come home. Like Cam's still here, and he's 23 or 24. And
That's
he's
different.
still like, Mom, I'll move out. I'll move out maybe next year.
That's
Every
different.
year is like maybe next year, maybe yes. I never rush him. I never push him. He said him and his girl is not moving out until they got their money together, until they got
That's
their money right.
different,
They want
Octavius.
to have stacks. They want to have coins, before they
That's
move out.
different.
So I don't push him. Now, if he's like in his 30s, 40s, 50s, and he's just trying to live with me just to live with me, nah, fool, get your own shit. But you
No,
always
that's
welcome back
different.
home if you fall on hard times.
That's different. You're
To
living at
build
home.
yourself back up. You know what I'm
You're
saying?
living
Then get the
at
fuck back.
home. He's living at home with his mom and not working. That's two different
No.
things. Him works like a dog to earn his, and he contributes to the house. That's completely different. That's completely different.
Oh, buddy.
Not gonna let my Cam go out like that. Nope.
Hell no. My sons, since they was, well, in high school, if they had a little job like KFC, something like that, Walmart,
Right.
I would tell them to buy essentials because
Right.
their checks wasn't that big. Buy
Right.
essentials. Look around the house and see what we need. Tissue, soap, dish liquid, detergent. Buy
Right.
essentials when you get paid.
Right.
That's how I was in high school. As they got older, they started getting real jobs, like working 8 to 12 hours a day. Oh, y'all gonna pay a certain
Right.
percentage of the bills. And
Right.
Cam still lives here, and he pays a certain percentage of the
That's
bills.
right. So you can't. Yeah, it's not the same. And I'm not even going to let you put that out there.
I
You're a
know.
good mom. You're an excellent mom. And any good mother, if their child falls on hard times, they're going to, get laid, like you said, get laid off or whatever. They're going to
Mm-hmm.
let them come back and get themselves together. But I'm talking about someone who lives at home and is not working.
I'm sorry, Corey. I'm laughing because of that comment. Carrie, what is she talking about? You
Hello?
can see it.
Let
I
me.
was waiting on you to read the. I'll read it. It
Oh,
says she is a dangerous woman. If Octavius was doing the things she's doing, people would have him pinned up like a hog. Oh, Mary Carey. I'm like, what is she talking about? A hog? I was still thinking about the dude. Like, is that what she talking about? I'm like, what? What is she talking about? I read it
you
all
need
wrong. That's
to.
why I was laughing. I
You
read it all
need to
wrong.
get that big peen out your mind.
You know what, Corio? I'm sorry.
I
I'm
know.
not saying his stuff is little, but he just don't give me big D energy. He don't give me big D energy. I'm just saying. But let me read this Vila Norris Uncut community wall. Okay. She says, Miss KiKi Prime, please get some help ASAP and stop lying on me. I was never on Octavius' panel, not ever. In fact, I haven't been on anyone's panel discussing you. But let me tell you what actually happened. She said, I was in your live and I told you to stop what you are saying and doing. And then you timed me out indefinitely. So I sent you a DM telling you that I was canceling my membership and unsubbing. Then I blocked you, period. All of this lying and cussing me out and misrepresentation of facts was uncalled for. You were wrong again. You are batting 1,000 with all these fuck ups this week. I did nothing to you, so cut it. On a softer note, please reach out to a mental health provider. You need help. I don't believe that you are an alcoholic, but I do believe you have abused alcohol in order to self-medicate. Not sure if you have been diagnosed, but you appear to be experiencing some sort of psychotic breakdown. Until you seek proper help and follow their orders, you will continue to spiral and ruin everything you claim to love. If you can't find the strength to do it for yourself, do it for your daughter. Until you prioritize your mental health, you will continue to destroy every relationship in your life. All the best.
Well,
Mm,
there it is.
mm.
There it is.
Yeah. And Proud Grandma said, I seen that video you posted on your community wall. Same story, different men. Exactly. And we're going to get into that as well. And Carrie said she called her mom live complaining. What? Saying he hated her and she doesn't know why. Because she, see, this is all a play. Now, old boy over there calling his mom to talk to Brooke, and she up there calling her mom live to talk about him. But then she get mad because he won't take his videos down with people talking about her
Wow.
on there.
Wow. Well, I mean, but here's what I feel. Well, here's what I think. And I could be wrong, of course. I think the longer he doesn't acquiesce to what she wants,
Uh-huh.
it's going to get worse. She's going to continue to spiral. So now we're at the point we're calling mom on a live to whine about him. What's next? I think that if he holds out and she moves on to the next man, she's just going to keep spiraling and spiraling and spiraling. And he needs to, if he's not going to deal with her anymore, he needs to just get ready. You know,
Mm-hmm.
I,
And what do you think about that comment right there? Kiki is a very dangerous individual. She acts like a Karen.
oh, most definitely. Most definitely. Most definitely.
And they said Kiki thinks the B sector abused her. What? Well, child.
Because we talk about the things she's did on lives and we talk about the past,
Mm-hmm.
but the past brings us to the future situation,
Always.
you know?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And Barry Carey said, I'm glad he left because who knows what would have happened. He may have been in jail by now.
She was
Mm-hmm.
working herself up to it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I
What's
don't
up, I Am Human First? Mm-hmm.
because I'm gonna tell you, I believe that she threatened him with calling the cops, but she cleaned it up for YouTube by saying she was just warning him that if he yelled, the neighbors would call because she lives in a bougie neighborhood. I think she did threaten him. I'll call the police. I think she did. I may be wrong. I may be wrong.
I agree. I agree. And hey, under new management, what's going on? Thanks for joining us. Make sure you guys are liking and sharing the video. Jojo said, not taking up for Kiki, but what type of man accepts trips, dinner, and money for a woman he deemed mentally ill? Now, did he deem her mentally ill?
I do not watch him. I do not watch her. So I do not know if that came out of his mouth. But to answer JoJo's question, a broke nigga.
Oh shit. What's up, Ra? I mean Ray. Ray said I'm in your clouds today, going back up. Hi, everybody.
Hi, Ray. She's so
Under
sweet.
new management said I got my own place. Ain't nothing like a man having his own place.
Nothing.
Ain't nothing like it. You can go over there sometimes and spend the night and keep your toothbrush over there. He can come over your house sometimes and spend the night, keep his toothbrush over there. Ain't nothing like it. Especially when you dating. Like, I don't want to move in with another man unless I'm like married. If I ever get married. But I done that shacking up and that shit is for the birds. I just, no, everybody can do what they want, but I just can't do it no more. I can't. Nope. I don't want to see what it's like living with each other. Nope. Mm-mm. You have your own place. I have mine. We spend the night at each other's house. That's enough living together for me.
And therein lies excuse me. This
Oh, go ahead.
she
Go
was
ahead.
working herself up to bark, I could tell. Um Therein lies a big problem for me. My grandmother always told all of us, females in the family. Don't ever let a man move out of his mama's house into yours. He doesn't have any experience. He doesn't have any life experience. You know what I'm saying? I mean, a man like him that doesn't work, probably always lived with his mama. We don't know that, but you in your what 40s and you kicking it there and you're not working, but you know, maybe fell on hard times, but she always said that. Let only date a man that's got his own. He's out here working, taking care of bills, knows how to budget for the most part. You know what I mean? Just don't take him right out of his mama's house. She told me, she said, if you have to, try not to get a mama's boy because it's issues. It's issues with him. It's issues with her because she's always gonna feel like you're stealing her baby.
And I had
So
that experience.
yeah,
My son's fathers, that both of them, they're only kids and only son. I mean, obviously, if they're
uh,
the only kid, they only a son. But yeah, both my son's fathers, they had no siblings
now
at
how
all.
was it? How was it?
It was, I mean, it wasn't like totally horrible,
Yeah.
but it mm,
Mm-hmm.
mm. You're right. Some of the things you said is right.
Yeah.
And that's why my boys, when I was raising them, and my boys ain't perfect by no means,
Yes.
but I taught them at a very early age. Like by 12, they was doing laundry. They
Yeah.
could clean a bathroom like no other in
Yeah.
the right order because you just can't clean a bathroom with the same towel, with the
Yeah.
toilet, with the sink, I mean, I taught them all that, how to mop. Of course, they take out the trash. Cam helps me clean the baseboards every now and then when they get dusty. I mean, I taught them how to do stuff around the house. Now they ain't sewing and cooking. They ain't over here baking cakes with me because they were boys and they played sports all their life. But normal house shit, yeah, they can wash their clothes without bleeding all the
Right.
colors or
And
stuff
you
like
help
that.
right. And you've helped them become better men. And when they get a woman, they'll what to do if need be. Because
Exactly.
but I have a friend, God bless her. Her son buys stuff. He works, but he lives at home and has no, has no, he's never going to move out and she's never going to make him. And she washes his clothes, she folds them, puts them up, she hangs them. He buys food, puts it in the refrigerator, dares her to eat anything because that's his food, but he can eat hers. He doesn't do any housework. He goes and comes as he pleases. He brings women over to the house, and I mean, when I say nothing wrong with bringing your friend over, but I mean spending the night and just, and then and then you want to come when we have girls' night, you want to come and complain about him all the time. And we just had to have an intervention like, we don't want to hear about it anymore. You're not going to do anything. So why talk about it and complain? Let,
Exactly.
you know what I mean? But
Mhm.
there's plenty of them out there like that, you know?
Yeah.
And, and he doesn't give her a lick on any bill.
Mm-mm, not a lick. Not a lick. You talking
He's
about he had a job for a few weeks in the last year?
no, girl, he's got 50 pair of Jordans. He's got I mean, anything just dresses, looks like $1,000,000 every time he steps out the door.
Mm-mm.
And yeah, and she doesn't require him to do anything.
It couldn't be me. It
Girl,
couldn't be me.
girl.
Shit. But let me read some of these comments. Okay. B Sector said, oh, hold up. Here we go. Child KiKi is involving her days in this food. She is probably stressing the child out. Oh, he's talking about their daughter. Yep. The girl is trying to catch an Uber and KiKi is keeping her on the line talking about Octavius. Oh, what? The mom or the Oh Lord. And then Mary Carey said, why did she expose his number online now? All types of people. Now that was very weird. I think that might have been an accident because before she had him programmed in her phone, she claimed she deleted his name. And when you delete somebody's name out of your phone, their messages are still there, but it'll just have the phone number at the top of the screen instead of their name. So I don't think she did that on purpose, but I was like, child, now everybody calling his name because they want that deep. No. Okay. J Raw. What's up, J Raw? She said, hello, hood table, and everyone in the chat. Jay said that's ridiculous. And hello there. His number though. She sure showed it. And Very Carrie said, I'm not taking nobody's side. I'm just saying she started all this doing a million lives. Yes, she did. And she's still doing. I think she did 3 today. Linda said you got to know the man knows how to take care of himself and his business as well and his finances. Okay, can you balance a checkbook, bro?
Right.
And then Linda said, right, he has to have a true sense of how to take care of himself on his own before you get with him. And same for the females too.
Wait, only can you balance a checkbook. Can you have an account?
Girl.
How's your credit?
Girl.
I've taken care of mine.
Do you got at least one credit card just in case we need to catch flights?
And not one of those Capital One. Not saying yeah, I'm gonna talk about Capital One. Not one. My cousin had one, and they have this really high interest rate and a very low. They give you a very low credit line, and then they also have some where you put the money on it, and then you spend your own money. And they call that building up your credit. And I'm going to need you to have an American Express, a real Visa, a real MasterCard.
Yeah, because that other shit is for children. Like when they first come out in life, or if they mess their credit up very young because they just wild it out with all them credit cards from college or something. And you try to get like a start over and you put money on the card and that's all you can spend. It does build up your credit. And then like a few years, they'll offer you a real credit card.
Right.
But by the time we meet in our 40s and 50s,
you gotta
have at least one.
At least one. And it better
you can't even rent a rental car or certain things you need a credit card for.
Sometimes emergencies pop up.
Yep, that's true. Air conditioner breakdown. It's summertime. How many people go through new air conditioners every summer? Exactly. Wintertime. How many people go through new furnace in the wintertime? Shit happens.
Roof starts leaking. I don't know. Yeah. You see what Linda B. Linda B. I'm telling you. Her table, you there? Hello. Did she knock herself out?
You always do that.
I thought maybe Cam was talking to you.
Hold on one second.
Okay. Let's see. Is it
somebody just hit me on IG? I'll tell you who it is later.
Okay.
But just in case they don't want people know they on IG, just in case.
Okay.
But yeah, Linda B said if I was her child, I would go to college and never return.
I would too, but some people, when their parents are like the children instead of the adult, sometimes they have that sense of, I got to take care of her. You know what I'm saying? Because I would imagine she's had to take care of her on plenty of occasions. Get her to bed, feed her. You know what I'm saying? Take the adult role. And I'm just hoping she doesn't feel guilty and thinks that she has to stay close to take care of her. Because she might short her, the joys of life she could have. She might cut them or limit them because she has to take care of her mom. I think it's sad.
It is because a child shouldn't feel forced to take care of you because you made bad decisions.
Yeah.
Now, once they get old, every child should want to take care of their parents. Some people can't always have them in their home, but even if you have to put them somewhere, be there, go visit, make sure you keep up with the doctors.
Right.
Keep up with their meds, make sure they're not being abused, stuff like that.
Sure.
Yeah, that's things. But on the flip side, Corio, some parents treat their children so badly when they're young that by the time they old, they be like,
Yeah.
Fuck her ass. She wasn't a parent to me. And,
Yeah.
and it's sad that some people say, but you only got one mom. You only got one dad.
Some parents you just have to love from afar.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if they call you to hit you up for money, sometimes you do, sometimes you don't, whether you have it or not. But you
Mm-hmm.
know, you shouldn't stay in any abusive parents. Some parents can be abusive.
Yep.
They can use you. I mean, it's just like meeting somebody on the street. You know,
Mm-hmm.
some parents just aren't. Everyone is just not parent material.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so
Yeah.
I hope that I hope that, and who knows, they may have a beautiful relationship.
They could. They
You
very well
know,
could.
yeah,
It's just I would be totally embarrassed if that was my mom because see, we're not talking about little kids here.
yeah.
And what I also was going to say, like those pictures that Tracy posted, I don't know why Tracy felt the need to compare her buttocks with KiKi's buttocks, but that picture that KiKi might have wished would never reappear, or the bra pictures, or any of that. Like we are not, most of us are not dealing with little children.
Yeah.
Most of us have older children because we're older on here. And that is so embarrassing. If I were to see my mother do a lot of the bullshit, like we talking about 30, 40, almost 50-year-old woman. And some of the things that people do on here is totally embarrassing. It would be totally embarrassing to like their children. Like people will see, that's your mom on there. Why your mom on YouTube acting like that? Why she, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like that shit don't ever go away, no matter how much you will it away. And now she's over there this morning talking about, I wish you guys would just stop posting old pics and stop posting old posts and talking about the past and shit like that. And then Jay, that's what she said earlier at 3 a.m. She said, I'm going to take a break. She said, I don't know if it's 2 days or a couple of weeks or what. Then she come back making 2 more videos in the same day.
uh yeah.
And Linda, let me tell you, when I was a young adult, I had a Russell Simmons card. You know, you can get the pink or the black one. I had the pink card.
I,
And you remember when that lawsuit came out?
I,
I got
yeah,
money. Sure
yes,
did.
I do. I remember that. Yeah, I remember that because I remember him doing commercials or something.
He was apologizing. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, I do remember that.
Yeah. And I was unexpected too, because I had stopped using my card because see what had happened? This is a true story. I went to Texas to visit my cousin. Matter of fact, the cousin I went to visit, her second to youngest brother is the one who passed away. So my cousin, that's the cousin I went to see, his older sister. We went to Texas. I had that card. I had my whole paycheck on there. And when it was time for me to put gas in the car, do something, it wouldn't work. It said no funds. I'm like, you got to be kidding me. I just got paid. So I'm calling my bank and I'm on the phone for hours. Can't get through to them people. Finally, I noticed on like every radio station. It was everywhere. Every radio station, every website. Russell Simmons car shut down. Remember somebody had hacked. I don't know if it was a hack or so. Oh, I remember now. They were updating their online system and something messed up and it froze everybody's money. And there were people who were literally out of town, couldn't get back home. Like I was thankful I was with my family because they was like, man, we hook you up while you here. Just pay
Right.
us back later. You know, it was awful. It was awful. I had no money.
Wonder if you had been like out of the country, or where your family wasn't there to help you.
I'm grateful to my family, and
Oh my
that's my favorite
goodness.
cousin, the one who lives in Texas. That's my favorite cousin, and she is just distraught over the loss of her little brother that we are going to bury in a few days. But that's my cousin who lives in Texas, and I never forget. And after that, I canceled that Russell card. I spent the money they sent me later because everybody got some money from that day, from that lawsuit. But I said, I'm done with Russell Simmons. And I was young. So to me, I was like, my credit wasn't all that great. I was a young parent. and it worked. It had the Visa logo on it. We could do pretty much anything with it. But after that, I said, "Fuck Russell."
So it was like a debit card. Is
It
that
was yeah, it was like a prepaid card. You know how you can get a
okay?
prepaid card and you can have any check deposit on there, a paycheck, income tax check, you
Uh,
have anything deposit on there. You basically just spending your own money.
okay,
Yeah,
got
but
you.
yeah, but Clyde said it's a class action lawsuit against Capital One. They have 4 days to check their status for a piece of $16 million. Ooh.
Well, I got a notice from Apple. All the people that had 7 and 7 Plus phones. There's they the law firm that was the class action suit has been settled. They have so many days, so much time. I can't even speak. They have so many days to file the appeal, and depending on whether the appeals court accepts it for consideration or denies it right out, there's a big settlement. I can't remember how many millions there, it is, but we're going to get money if it's finalized in their favor. We're going to get money for those having those phones,
Mm-hmm.
because I remember I got a 7 Plus and it worked fine for like maybe 8 months, and then after that, let me long story short, it was the audio. You couldn't hear anything. You put it on speaker, you still couldn't hear. You put your AirPods in, you couldn't hear. And it was just a big hassle. And it made everyone, including myself, I won't say everyone, but it made a
Mm-hmm.
lot of us 7 and 7 Plus users upgrade because the phones were no good. So anyway, I just wanted to add that. They said it could be anywhere from, not depending on how many people make their claim on the settlement, it could be anywhere from $94 to $384 a piece.
Ooh wee.
Yeah. So,
Queen about to get some new shoes.
girl, girl, we going to Vegas with Ness and them.
Oh yes, you gonna pay my way? We
I'll
gonna
pay,
share a hotel room, okay? Just make sure
I'll
I got a
pay you.
fridge.
I got you.
Make sure we got a couch. I need a real hotel room,
I
okay?
got you. Okay.
All right, bet. And Linda said, in theory, the rest card was good. Yes, it was. The rest card was good. I could do anything. I thought I really had. I mean, not thought, but it felt like you really had like a credit card, or not a credit card, but at least a real debit card to your own personal bank, even though it was all this money in one bank. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it was nice. It was useful back then until it wasn't. But
Hmm.
okay, so let's go on to the live that resurfaced today. That was with KiKi and Steve. Now I had totally forgot all about that. Corio, when you watched that, did that bring back to your memory that
Yes.
whole situation?
Yes. I think I remember even watching it,
Mm-hmm.
but I couldn't remember where Steve was from.
Right, and that's why I wish KiKi was available. The boy KiKi was available because he the one who reshared it on his wall, but he only had like a 3 minute clip. So I went to find a longer clip and I posted it on my community wall, and that one was like 13 minutes, and it was more like details in the video and stuff that we got to hear. But you could see that it was actually KiKi on her live, and she had him on there as a guest. And then it sounded like Tracy was maybe on the phone, like because we used to do call-ins back then,
Maybe that's why you couldn't hear really well.
and she wasn't on the screen. So I think
Right.
I think Tracy was on the phone because a lot of us used to do call-ins because this was about 4 or 5 years ago.
Yeah.
But so I'm gonna take y'all through the video and just highlight a couple of things because, as I said, this is just another day, another guy, right? Same
Mhm.
behavior.
Yes.
Nothing's changed. But
Yeah.
then she comes on here the other day and says, "This isn't fake. This isn't a mistake. I'm just having a mental breakdown." Like we see the same pattern over and over again, right?
Mhm.
So at the beginning of the video, you hear KiKi saying, "I care for Steve. I really love Steve, but I have to do this online." Keep that in the back of your mind. She said, I have to do this online because this is what I choose to do.
Now put your for purposes, copyright, all that up.
Oh, okay. Hold on one second.
Okay.
Wait, not that one.
Yeah, she just had to do it online.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let me find it. Here you go. Okay. So let me throw that up there. Copyright disclaimer, even though I'm not showing the video. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
But I just want to make sure that's up there.
Okay.
No, because this is definitely for teaching, education, and research, and news reporting, and criticism, and comments. Okay.
Yep.
So at the very beginning of the video, she says, I have to do this online because this is what I choose to do. So Tracy was on the phone. And I guess Tracy must have called. Was like, what's going on, KiKi? Why is y'all up here having this conversation? What's going on? And I still don't remember where Steve comes from. But evidently they had some type of friendship. And Steve said, it don't have nothing to do with YouTube. She didn't let it spill over to YouTube. And then she says, she didn't want this version of her. Okay. She told him that she wanted to change. He said, KiKi told me when she talked to me, she wanted to change. She didn't want this version of her no longer on YouTube. And we know what the version of her is, right?
Yeah.
He said, but then when she started acting crazy on YouTube, I was like, wait, this is not what you said you wanted to be.
I thought you were going to play it. Okay.
Oh, no, I wasn't going to play. No,
Oh, well, then you didn't need to.
No.
Oh, you didn't need to put the copyright thing up.
Oh, no, I did it anyway, though, because it's literally going through the transcript.
Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
So, no, you're fine. You're absolutely fine. I don't know that person who shared that. So, I don't want to, yeah.
You could probably, play KiKi's.
Yeah, but he got the video from that person. Because in the comment section, it says where to find the video. And that's how I found it. I went over to that, whoever that guy is, I went over to his page. And he even got some old lady Nika videos from before she got her teeth fit. You know, he got all kind of shit on his channel. Whoever that guy is called Prankville, like a prank, a joke. It's called Prankville.
Mm-hmm.
So he said, but then she gets on here acting like crazy. And he's like, this ain't who you said you wanted to be. So then Tracy is asking him, well, what's going on? What kind of relationship do y'all have? And he said, I don't know, but she shouldn't be on here carrying herself like this. He was like, she should be carrying herself like a beautiful queen, not like a crackhead. When he said crackhead, I was done because I'm like, and in the video, I'm going to post a link to the video when I'm done. But in the video, she's sitting there like she always does when she's having these episodes. She's just sitting there like a lost little puppy, looking all sad. Like, why are you doing this to me? You know, what do I do to deserve this, right?
Yeah.
And so then she was like, I am trying to be a different person. And she was like, you can hate me or you can love me or something like that. So Tracy says, so are you embarrassed, Steve? Is she embarrassing you? And he says, it's not that she's embarrassing me. It's just that I just see her being so much better. And I just don't think a woman should be on here acting a mess. And he said, 1 minute, Tracy, she's crying on here. 1 minute, she's laughing. Then she go back to crying. Then she go back to laughing like she's crazy. Right? And he said, I don't know. And Tracy in the video, she was saying, so you just met her, like you don't know her, like what people are telling Octavius, right?
Right.
You don't know her. How long have you known her? You didn't know she do this type of shit. And so the dude Steve said, no, Tracy, I don't know the KiKi that y'all talking about. I don't know the KiKi that y'all used to. I just met this KiKi. And he said the KiKi I met had her shit together. He said, I don't know this crazy ass KiKi.
Well, did you get to the part where he said, go ahead.
Okay. And then he said, I'm trying, because Tracy kept trying to say, what is this all about? What happened to make her go on live and discuss it? And he said, I'm trying to say it without trying to say it. And he said, but what we're going through has nothing to do with YouTube. It has something to do with outside, behind the scenes, and she got hurt. And so KiKi, that's when she started her little fake crying. You know, her fake crying. And she told him, I never thought you would do this to me. I never thought you would do this. I don't give a fuck. Whatever, whatever. He said, yes, you do give a fuck because you was trying to fuck me. And he said, I'm sorry, but I'm not attracted to ghetto ratchetness. Mm-hmm. He said, I'm sorry, but I'm not attracted to ghetto ratchetness. And then he says, I'm not trying to be attracted to you. He said, a few minutes ago, you just said you love me, but now you don't want to be attracted to me, and you just said you love me. And she said, but you said you love me too. And he said, I told you like a best friend. He said, maybe on some time later in life, maybe something could happen between us. But how many times I got to tell you, I just want to be your friend. Now go ahead. You got a question.
So she was basically, I'm giving context. She was basically hitting on him, and he was constantly telling her, no.
Yes.
No. No.
And that I just want to be your friend.
Yeah, I'm your friend only. I told you I loved you as a friend, not I love you. I want to be in a relationship with you. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Yep. And hey, Grish, how you doing, love? Welcome to the live. Make sure y'all like and share, please and thank you. And then after that, KiKi said, why would you come on my live addressing me? And he said, because you've been on the phone acting crazy as shit. And then she's like, I don't want to talk to you again. He said, I don't want to talk to you. That's why I keep sending you to my voicemail. This shit is so funny. Then guess what she did, Corio?
What?
She then threatened to go online and change his password so he couldn't get into his own account. He said, ain't that some bitter ass female shit?
And there it is.
Yep. And then Steve said, you want to know the truth, Tracy? You want to know the truth? And she was like, no, don't say nothing. Don't tell no. You know how she always try to overtalk people?
They always do.
Tell something.
You know what it means when they're overtalking you. Go ahead.
Somebody about to tell the truth on you.
There it is.
Yep. And she starts saying, no, don't say nothing. He said, while he was trying to talk, she was screaming over him so we couldn't hear. But I put my ear close to the computer and focused on his voice alone.
Shut up.
And you can hear, yes, I did, girl. It was hard because she was screaming at the top of her lungs. And you can hear him say that when she tried to talk to me, I turned her down. He said, I got the motherfucking proof. And she was like, you a lie. He said, I got the fucking proof. Your ass was trying to make sexual advances toward me, and I turned your motherfucking ass down. And he said, then you want to get on YouTube and act like a motherfucking bitch.
What?
And he said, and you can change my password. Change my motherfucking password. You just mad because I didn't want to have nothing sexual with your motherfucking ass. And he said, and that's the fucking truth. And I got proof.
Well.
And then he said, you mad because you tried to talk to me and I turned your motherfucking ass down. So stop trying to look stupid as fuck. You like that face that I be telling you? She just be looking like, why are you doing this? What did I do? You know, that face. And he said, I kept telling, now he telling this to Tracy. He said, I kept telling her to stop being disrespectful because we are friends, but she's mad because I didn't want nothing sexual with her. He said, I told her I just wanted a motherfucking friendship with your fucking ass. And he said, I didn't want nothing sexual with you. I don't know you like that. He said, I was trying to get to know you. And you talking about you in love with me. And how can you be in love with me when I don't fucking know you? So then after that, KiKi said, I don't know this, Steve. She said, I don't know this Steve that's talking to me right now.
Oh my God.
He said, shut the fuck up.
Oh my God.
He said, shut the fuck up. Yes, the fuck you do. He said, that's right. You don't fucking know me. And he said, that's the thing. That shit was disrespectful as fuck. I don't know what kind of nigga you used to, but I ain't that type of nigga that try to get into every fucking bitch's fucking panties. That ain't me. If we are friends, let's be friends. And then he says, yes, I love you, but as a friend, I kept telling you that. But why do you keep making sexual advances?
How awful and embarrassing. And
Embarrassing.
you put this online.
Online.
The horror.
The horror. I was just like looking like, oh my God, because
No,
I
I said
vaguely remember this shit, but I didn't remember this shit, right?
it's a horror film. Oh my God, it's just so awful.
He had enough, Linda B. He had enough because she got on here and she did the same thing she did with Octavius. Except for Octavius wasn't being as mean as if Steve was. And he was like, I kept telling you I don't want you. I don't want no sexual relationship. And you just get on YouTube and start acting like a bitch.
Mm.
And he said, because you know that I don't want you the way that you... He said, how can you say you love me? You don't even know me. What's my fucking last name, KiKi? What's my fucking favorite color, KiKi?
He sure did. Oh.
He said, you always be on here on YouTube talking about, I love Steve. I just love Steve. And he said, but you don't know me.
Oh.
And she just kept trying to yell over him. Then she said, but I never made sexual advances towards you. She said, I only taught you about HIV and AIDS.
What?
He said, you are not going to fucking lie. He said, you is phony as fuck, girl.
Oh my God.
And then after going back and forth, this was the kicker. Then after going back and forth, they was going back and forth. She calling him a lie. He calling her a lie, talking about he got proof. And he said, how are you going to be fucking mad at me for not wanting you when you have a whole motherfucking husband? How are you in love with me? Go love on your fucking husband.
What?
Can I read that again?
One more time.
He said, how are you going to be mad at me for not wanting you when you have a whole motherfucking husband? How are you in love with me? Go love on your fucking husband.
And there it is.
End scene.
Drop the mic, Steve, and click off.
I wish I could talk to Steve right now. I wish somebody knew Steve so I could talk to Steve.
Yeah, I've never, ever, back in the day when I was single, and I never had a man say anything like that to me. Ever.
I never had.
Not even a piece of it. I just, and you're the one that put it on live. It'd be different if he went live. You put him on live. I see that's that manipulation thing. I don't think she got what she wanted by putting that on live. You can't squeeze and manipulate everyone. She went up against a strong man. And she, instead of being happy that since he didn't care for her in that way, he didn't go ahead and sleep with her. You see what I'm saying?
I'm glad he didn't sleep with her or have an actual sexual relationship.
Yeah, well, I'm glad that he didn't just sleep with her knowing that he didn't like her in that way. He actually should be grateful, because then she really would have been really hurt.
Yeah.
Sometimes I think she gets mad because she just doesn't get her way. It doesn't even have to do with loving someone, or it's just that she doesn't get her way. But she chose the right one. And
Girl, I'm gonna drop the link to that video so y'all can watch it. I didn't want to play the video. That's why I took down the transcripts, because I don't want to get, how they over here doing that to people. Sure. People losing channels and people is P-bombing.
Yeah.
Now please tell me about this, Corio.
Okay, so everyone starting like maybe last week or early or late the week before was saying that people were hitting. I remember being in Lady Nika's live and someone just kept hitting her link. And she was like, I don't know you. I don't trust you. Please stop hitting my link. And then I guess a couple times, I'm not saying with Lady Nika, that was just that particular day that I remember, but they were saying that it was a live person, you know, and they felt like, they were showing themselves because as soon as if they would have just let them up real quick, they were going to P-bomb them. So then, so everybody was putting out the alert: be careful, be careful. They're striking channels and they're, trying to P-bomb. And so then it slowly became they're trying to strike. Everybody be careful what you do, what you're playing. So anyway, was in Lady Nika's chat today, and because I had left Ness's chat, and someone P-bombed Ness, and I was watching because Ness came back on, and she was saying how, she doesn't, she shouldn't have been lax, and she knew she should have been using her banner or verify, but she had just got a little lax. And so I guess when she let them up, they were I don't know if it was a penis or somebody was having actual sex. It's probably a porno movie, but whatever happened, Ness said so shocked that she kind of froze, and Shakim had to keep yelling, Ness, take that down, take that down. So she finally snapped out of it, and she privated the video. Now, whether or not she's going to cut that out and lose the chat just to bring it back up.
I would have just deleted it. That's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to just delete it because if somebody got the link. Because see, that's what happened when they struck who was that? Jay Wilson.
Yeah.
When they struck his channel and somebody else, it was a team. Remember the teams?
Yeah.
And they each had a link, and they was already on the complaint screen on YouTube. And so they were able to do it just that fast, all of them at the same time. And that's how he lost the channel.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep. So I would have deleted right away. No private.
Yeah. So then flash it back to Lady Nika's live today when they were telling her Ness got P-bombed. Pretty Chocolate Girl, her mom was like, yeah, they got me last week. So all you content creators out there, just be careful. They're striking channels, and or if they can't get you on a strike, it looks like they're going to try to get you with a porn bomb.
Dang, that's messed up. Pretty Chocolate Girl too.
Yeah. And the thing about it though is it's weird because all this strike and P-bombing has stopped. No one, that's why people got lax. And then all of a sudden, boom, they're on the prowl again. So just be careful. Just be careful.
Well, I'm definitely gonna be careful. Now, some people like they have their channel name or whatever authenticated with YouTube. So some people you can absolutely know for sure. Like when you hit the link authenticated on YouTube, I see your name. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I know that's you. You know what I'm saying? But certain people, if they're not authenticated or if you're not used to seeing them hit your link, just don't do it.
No.
Don't do it.
Yeah, because it's really not going to make or break your panel if you don't bring up, 2 or 3 people. It's really not that deep. I'd rather you be safe. All of you guys out there, be safe than sorry.
Well,
Because
when you were gone, when you were not on here for a couple of days, somebody tried to hit my link and I didn't know who it was. So I didn't let them up, but they didn't say anything. I mean, let me go back. I lied. I let them up, but I had the banner up and they didn't say anything and they kept trying to hit the link and I was like, sorry, I can't let you up. I don't know you. And they kept coming back. I was like, I'm about to block you because you can block people from hitting the back chat or the StreamYard link. So I'm like, I'm about to block you. But yeah, that could have been one trying to get me. Probably. And what's up, Taylor May? Taylor May said that sure isn't bougie behavior when, from the story we just read about Steve and KiKi.
That was just, it was, so I know she hates this, that's resurfaced.
Yeah,
I
and
know.
her
Yeah.
man.
I
Yes.
wonder if Octavius is going to see it. I'm sure someone will send it to him.
I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure. And what's up, Mrs. Jones? Hey, Skillet. What's up? Skillet's back.
Hey, Skillet. Hey, Miss Jones.
Yeah, we just shooting the shit, y'all. Just shooting the shit. We discussed a little KiKi. We discussed a little. Some people over here are getting p bombed. What else we discussed? We discussed what did we discuss before KiKi?
Oh, shoot.
Damn, I can't remember.
Uh, I can't either.
Oh, Villanor. I guess Villanor. She put something on her back. Her back. Her backup. It's called Villanor Uncut, and
Why?
she addressed something to KiKi, so we read that.
Why would she pick Villanor out of all people?
I don't
You
know because
know,
Villanor said I didn't even hit your man's panel. She said I ain't hit
exactly.
nobody's panel.
Exactly. So it's like,
I
uh,
don't know why she would pick Villanor. She was like, I haven't hit anybody's panel. Now Villanor will hit a panel, but she said I ain't hit nobody's panel discussing you.
or hit his panel.
Right, or hit his panel.
So I don't know if I don't know.
Child, I don't know either. I don't know either. But I like Villanora's statement.
Yes.
I like her
Very
statement. He did tell her you
yes.
need. Mm-mm.
Yes. Yes. Absolutely.
And you
Uh
know what? I'm gonna read something else. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
no, I was gonna ask if Grish was still in the chat because
Oh,
I'd like for her to hit the link.
Grish,
Oh,
if you here, hit the panel.
yeah, hit the piano. But go ahead. I'm sorry.
Okay. Let me read this, and then I'm gonna get back to Skillet's comment. So Villanor made another post on her page, and I don't think it was directed towards. It could be directed to somebody on YouTube, maybe not. But she posted it 4 days ago. And it says, things I'm no longer apologizing for. And I've seen this elsewhere, like on Facebook, the same post. But it says, things I'm not apologizing no longer for. My feelings, having firm boundaries, saying no to something I'm not interested in doing, being emotional or crying, not answering the phone when I can't or don't feel like it, needing to take a break, asking for clarity when I don't understand how other people behave, changing and becoming better,
Mm-hmm.
not agreeing with someone,
Mm-hmm.
putting myself first. I can't be anything to anyone if I am nothing to myself, not settling for less than I deserve,
Mm-hmm.
letting go when I need to, and the last one, healing at my own pace.
There you go.
I think we all can do more of that.
I actually love that. That is,
Mhm.
yeah, all of them.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. I definitely do that too. But that one, needing to take a break,
Mm-hmm.
and putting yourself first.
Mm-hmm.
Those are really important.
Yeah.
Really.
And
Mm.
not answering the phone when you don't feel like it.
Yes,
I
girl. Yes.
My family gets on my nerves. They will call, leave me, and it's just like, don't you get it? There's very few times when I don't have my phone on me.
Mm.
So just call one time. You don't even have to leave a message. You see missed calls. Let me call you back when I feel like it. Don't try to force me to pick up the phone. You don't want anything. Can you text me? I mean, just that is a pet peeve of mine. My family wears that out.
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
don't I have one cousin, she'll call me and she'll be watching TV. It's like she's holding me hostage. She'll, hey, how you doing? And you don't hear anything. What you doing? So and so. Oh, I'm watching this TV show. Well, then let me go. Let me go.
Ah, yeah, Skillet. Skillet said there's a lot of white guys coming over here. It could be them because nobody's letting them hit their. You know what? I've been seeing some comments in the chat, and it seemed like racist.
Mm-hmm.
I deleted one the other day. It said something about, oh, dang, I wish I could remember it. It's, what did they used to call black people back in the day?
No.
Like, n- 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 I can't remember, but nobody had blocked or deleted it, and I didn't see it. And so when I went, I was just scrolling up, and I saw it. Pickaninny, ain't that what they used to call them?
Yeah.
Okay. So it said something like that, and I was like, "What the hell?" And it had a white man face on the avatar. I said, "What the hell?" And I hurried up and deleted it, and I blocked it. I said, "Dang, ain't nobody said nothing like the hood table troll." And then I went back up, and they had made like 4 or 5 other crazy comments. So I went back and I deleted them out the chat and blocked them. But that was just one. It's been several over the last week, and they'll have a white face, be like a man usually on the avatar, and they saying something crazy in the chat. So yeah, I was getting them. Hey Charlie, you said what you missed, girl. I sent you a link of a video. So when you get a chance, check it out. I sent it to you on IG.
Hey, Charlie.
Charlie, if you saw the video, hit the link and tell us what you think. But yeah, we're talking about that and how people been P-bombing. You know, Ness got P-bombed earlier and Pretty Chocolate Girl got P-bombed last week. So we're telling all the content creators to make sure they're being careful, be more vigilant about who you let on your panel, and definitely use your banner.
Yeah.
Definitely use your banner. But yeah, if you want to hit the link, feel free. If not, that's okay, boo. But yeah, I did send you the link. We did. We went a little back in time, like 4 or 5 years, and discussed a video that KiKi had did with another guy that she had a situation in, and he had her up here looking like a total ass, like a fool, on YouTube. Which it seems like that's what she's accustomed to, and it ain't changing.
Yeah.
Not with Octavius, and not with no other nigga.
I guess Grish left.
She might have. She might have left.
Yeah.
Because if she was still here, I'm sure she would hit the panel if she had time. But
Yeah.
yeah, that's crazy. I would thank Kenola. Thank you, Kenola. Ain't no telling how much other stuff he got on that girl because they did have a situation, you know. And sometimes when people have situation, they download stuff, they save stuff, they screenshot stuff, you know, stuff like that. So ain't no telling how many other videos out there.
No telling. No telling.
Yep.
But I know she's worried about people bringing up old stuff. I know she didn't want this to come out.
But if you're so worried, why you keep doing the same shit? Because when you keep doing the same shit, we're going to talk about shit you done already did too.
Well, I think that in her younger days, this kind of stuff worked, and she just stuck in a loop. And she's a narcissist. You know, I mean, unless you get help, and that's my opinion, not the hood tables. I said it. Um, you have to unlearn bad behavior. You know, you keep doing things over and over, it becomes a habit. And I think it's just worked for her in the past, and she can't let it go. She doesn't know a different way now. I don't know if that makes sense, but you know, it's just in a loop.
Mm-hmm.
And
yeah, it seems like this has been going on for quite some time with different guys. But the fact that you keep meeting all these different people on YouTube and having relationships with them, again, I go back to we meet people on YouTube. Yes, you can meet somebody online. Yes, you can really fall in love and you can live happy ever after. But when you meet people on YouTube, I really think you should just keep it under wraps. It's one thing to have a homegirl, homeboy, somebody to talk to outside of here, you know, even though some of them you can't trust too. But to have an actual relationship, romantic relationship, and then you bring it to YouTube. Yeah. It's like every fucking couple that breaks up on YouTube, well, except for one, and y'all know who that is, he nor her has ever came on here and shamed each other.
Contrary to Chopsticks, who thinks that, you know, he knows the ins and outs and who dumped who and what happened. We have no idea what happened, and we don't need to know. Exactly. You know, that's grown folk shit, and there's not a lot of that going around in the B sector.
It's not. It's not a lot of stuff going around like that in the B sector. I mean, it's some people on here who I really can say I think they really solid. Like I know I'll probably never meet a half of you. 99.9% of y'all I probably will never meet on here. But there's some people on here that I'll be like, dang, I could picture us meeting up, having drinks, going out, hanging, stuff like that. It's some
Yeah.
of y'all on here that I can picture that.
Yeah.
And I won't have no problems, and we won't come back in here YouTube, and it won't be no, what I mean,
Yeah.
no mess.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
Charlie,
Hey, Beautifus.
what's
Hey,
up, girl?
Hey, Charlie.
Girl, I had one hell of a day. I missed
Oh
out
Lord,
on it.
was it bad?
My puppy dog passed away.
Oh
No.
no. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
Thank y'all. I'm going to do this little thing and totally try to take my mind off of it. And we're going to bullshit and talk and laugh and just, have a momentary lapse of forgetfulness.
That's what we've been doing for the last few days. That's what we've been doing. Just shooting the shit, talking shit, laughing and kikiing on here. While people going through certain things in their lives. But I'm so sorry to hear that, Charlie.
Well, we had a hailstorm, about a freak hailstorm out of nowhere about 2 days ago. And I believe, okay, my dog was goofy as shit. He had a house. He had everything he needed outside. He did not like to be indoors. He didn't get in his house. He stood out in the middle of it.
Oh my God, that was 2 days ago. We had one here 2 days ago. And everybody's cars was like tow up. Cam still has that rental car till Monday from when his car got in the flood. And that car, he said, Mom, you should be glad you parked in your garage. He said, man, when I take this rental car back, I said, but that ain't your fault. That ain't your fault. And it was like, it lasted for like 25 minutes. I mean, just heavy.
And it was the worst I've ever seen.
Came out of nowhere. Yep.
I would have went and got him out of the, and brought him in the house if I had known that was even coming. But it just came out of nowhere, and it lasted so long. And a human couldn't go out in that. Man, that stuff it was golf ball to softball size. There's no way we could have went out there. And I thought, get in your house, get in your house. I kept screaming it. But yeah, he wanted to get in his house on a pretty day when it's sunny.
Oh, poor thing. Oh, hey, K-Fit, how you doing, love? Matter of fact, I'm looking.
I thought he was fine, but
I went live on my Ring camera because when it happened, it was crazy, Charlie. I was sitting here and I was watching TV, and it started to get real dark. And I started looking outside. I was like, why does the sky look so funny? So I go to my news app, and it said like 10% chance of rain.
Yeah, we had like a 10% chance of a tornado, or it was like less than 5%. But it didn't even say it was going to be a hailstorm. It didn't even say nothing about it, girl. I was like, what
the? Yep.
Our Alpha, she got some dents. But now that PT Cruiser ain't got a dent one in it. Because it's made out, PT Cruisers were originally put on, the reason they're called PT is they used to be called Plymouth trucks. It's on the chassis of a Plymouth truck, but it's a, little SUV thing. My fiance taught me that, speaking of which. My man taught me that, girl. I didn't know all that shit, but he taught me all that.
Girl, I'm telling you, the other day, it just came out of nowhere, and I checked the news, and it said, nice, bright. It said everything but storm. And then, like, next thing I know, it starts hailing, and I turn to the actual news station on TV, and there goes Bill Ramsey. Oh, yeah, did he have his hail is coming in? I'm like, well, why did they say that on the internet? What? I was so like fucking shocked. And so my homegirl, she her car, she was like, I didn't feel like parking in the garage. We had no forecast of rain or nothing. So she said when it started happening, she ran out. And she said it came with so hard, it hit me. She said, I just ran back in the house. And then she said, oh, it'll be all right. They only last for a few minutes. She said, girl, that shit lasted for 25, 30 minutes. I said, I know. I was looking at it through the window. But her car got messed up. And she just had it in the shop for a dent. And now it's like totally messed up. Hail damage everywhere.
Girl, we got a beautiful Alfa Romeo. And she got little tiny dents all in her. And I'm like, oh, Lord. But I want to cry about it at the same time. I'm like, oh my God, my car. But it didn't hurt the old pickup truck we got. We got an old, like, 98 pickup truck that's rusted to heck and back. Ain't a dent one on it. Them old
Yeah.
vehicles take a licking and keep on ticking, but that new fiberglass,
Mm-hmm. That is true. That is true. The old cars, man, you can drive them forever too. And what's up, Regina? And I want to say thank you, Regina. Regina has sent me condolences through the Cash App, and I want to thank you for that. And actually, no, it wasn't that. It was for my dad when he was in the hospital, and she was thinking of me when he was in the hospital. So I want to thank you for that. I appreciate that. And Skillet, you said, "Let me get back to my date with hubby." Bye, y'all. Bye. Have fun with hubby.
So, you think that the hell beat your dog to death, basically?
basically, I think he had injuries we couldn't see.
Oh,
He acted.
you couldn't go out and get him just real quick?
He was further away from the house. Like he was in the backyard. We're getting a fence built, but until the fence was built, and we had to wait on the workmen because they're going to build. We're getting an extension put on the driveway to make it to where we have like literally a parking area in front of the house, a back porch, and a fence built. Well, they told us it would be about a month before they could get out here because they're backed up right now. And then they told us 2 weeks. He was out on his chain with his house and everything, and we couldn't get to him. It hit so fast we didn't even know it was coming. And he acted fine afterward, so I thought he was okay. And then he just all of a sudden started acting weird. And I was like, what's wrong? And then not even 30 minutes later. Yeah.
Oh wow! Did he just like lay down
He
and
just
go into his house and just?
he just fell over. And yeah, it was so sudden. I didn't expect it because he didn't act abnormal the day after or the you know what I'm saying?
Animals mask when they're sick and don't feel good. It's
He
still,
was chasing fireflies that night. The very next night he was playing with them.
yeah,
And so
yeah.
I thought he was fine. And then all of a sudden today this happened. And I'm like, that's the only thing I could contribute to it because nothing else
Girl,
happened.
I would have ran out and got Sophie. I would have ran out and scooped her ass up so quick. But
Well,
I
see,
get it. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
he's a big old bulldog. He weighs about 80 pounds. Um, and I would have had to have literally, because he doesn't come to his name and he'll take off running. Um, and so you have to put him on a leash and then try to get him to follow you, which is a whole thing. Um, he's not so good at that. He's a
So
little
he would
goofy.
have done no good on RQ's pet.
No, girl. He would have been so goofy. Like, he would have just fell over, put his paw up, and wanted you to pet his belly the whole time. He wouldn't have done nothing you told him to do. No, not a thing. Not a nair, nutter. He didn't even know how to stop when you played fetch with him. He'd keep running and knock into you.
Mm.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that. I really am. But did you get a chance to listen to the video?
I heard part of it
What'd you
because,
think?
you know, I'm going to say this. It's a pattern with her. Everything she does is a pattern, isn't it?
Yeah.
She likes those no good dudes. Then she likes to blame all. Like, here's the thing. How do we know with her she ain't blaming everything on the dudes?
Yeah.
Because she's
But
been known to do that. She
but
don't take responsibilities.
this guy seemed pretty solid though.
He's probably a good dude.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
look at her track record.
Yeah.
She likes to use good dudes for her own benefit and gain. She likes to verbally abuse, and then she abuses them to the point that they think they're the abuser.
Yeah.
I've seen people like that. She's a classic narcissist.
Yeah. Yeah. But I would love for you to watch the long version of that video. Your
Oh, I
mouth.
sent her. That's the one I sent her. I sent her the long version.
Okay. I don't think she got to watch it all the way through. Your mouth is going to hang open, Charlie. Literally. You're going to be like, oh my God. It's amazing. And he really seemed like a solid dude. I mean, he respected her. Now, this is my opinion. He showed her more respect than she had for herself. Do you agree, Hood Table, or not?
You said he showed her more respect?
He showed her more respect than she had for herself. He tried to give her, he tried to respect her.
Well, yeah, before they came live. Yeah.
Oh, that's what I'm talking about.
Oh yeah, yeah. He showed her more respect than she was trying to respect herself because he didn't want to have no type of sexual relationship with her, and he kept telling her over and over and over again he just wanted to be friends. And then she gets online and start acting a hot mess, and so he jumps on her StreamYard or whatever, and he's like, that's when they start going back and forth. He's like, you up here acting like a whole bitch, all because I wouldn't have sex with you. Like, oh, it was a mess. Oh. And Tracy was just trying to, Tracy always liked her some KiKi, right?
Yep.
And Tracy would always make excuses for her and stand up for her and all this kind of shit. And Tracy was just like, well, so is she embarrassing you? And he was like, embarrassing? Like, oh God. The video was so good, you guys.
Charlie, you watch it. You have. Promise me you'll watch it.
Yes. And Regina, you said, I'm sorry to hook her. You would thank me something for, I think you had sent me something. It's like last month, and it said prayers for your father, you and family. So I think that was from you. If I'm wrong, forgive me. It could be somebody else, but I thought that might have been from you. That's why I said thank you. But because sometimes on your Cash Apps, the name doesn't match, your avatar name or your YouTube name, your YouTube handle. But yeah, what's up, grown folks? What's up? How you doing? And they said sorry to hear about the loss of your pet.
Yeah, Charlie, I'm really, really. I woke up. My last pet. I woke up and he was dead by the front door. And
Oh,
I always have guilt that, and it's unfounded, but I wasn't awake to help him through, you know what I mean, to help him through that or rush him to the vet. So I kind of, yeah, I'm kind of quiet because, it took me 5 years to get the dog I have now because it's devastating. You love on them and they're a member of your family.
he
And
was a rescue for me too. When
yeah,
he showed up, like he showed up out of the blue. Somebody dumped him.
yeah,
Um, and I tried to find him, a home. I tried to find like whoever owned him. I put it all over Facebook, did all I could, and it ended up being like 6 weeks that he was at my house. And then one day he decides that he's going to run off because I had him unchained this whole time, just letting him run free. And he decided he was going to run off, and I didn't see him for 3 days. When he came back, I did from that point on, to do that because I was doing it for his protection. Because he was a big bulldog, but he looked like a pitty, and I was scared that he was a big goofball sweetheart, but I was scared somebody would hurt him based on his looks alone. But he was a big old baby, and I know what you're talking about. Like I've had that happen with animals before. Like my Rosie, she passed this year too, but hers was from old age. What bothers me about Duke is he was only like 4 or 5 years old. He was still young.
yeah.
You know.
Really unfortunate, really. But, I'm on my soapbox for a minute. With global warming, things like this are going to happen. Freak hailstorms, tornadoes, bigger and worse, bigger and bigger hurricanes, thunderstorms out of nowhere. We're just going to have freak weather. And there's nothing we're going to be able to do. What can we do? But I think it
Yeah.
has, in my opinion, I think it has to do with global warming.
You
You,
might be right.
you know, because golf size, softball size, hailstorm out of nowhere.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and I've lived in Mississippi my entire life.
Mm-hmm,
I
mm-hmm,
have only seen the biggest we ever had once was quarter.
Mm-hmm.
quarter size. That was the biggest I've ever seen in my life, and it didn't last long. It was like 5-10 minutes, if that, and it went on through. This one lasted for a good 30 to 45 minutes. I have never seen anything like it. There was no warning, no thunderstorm warning, nothing to go with it. It just came out of nowhere.
Mm-hmm.
I've never seen that before.
Yeah, I think it's gonna happen. So yeah, but you have to promise me you're gonna go watch that video.
I am, girl. I'm gonna promise you I watched that video.
Now,
And
did you drop
Duke was he was a mixed breed dog. He looked, a lot of people thought he looked like a pit, but he didn't quite have like the pit head. He had more of a bulldog head, but his hair was like a quarter of an inch, which most pitties have slick hair. He was
Yeah.
kind of, and I was like, I really don't know what Ollie was, but he was my baby.
Oh.
And the only person he didn't jump on was my son. And my son has mild CP. He knew not to jump on him or he would hurt him.
Yeah.
He would just lay down for him and just kiss him up.
Yeah. So well, you've been dealing with that all day, so you haven't seen
That's
any.
why I'm like, girl, what had happened was, what did I
Yeah.
miss today?
It's kind of been slow. I know that the the rapper was supposed to have a versus tonight on pizzas, and she had to cancel it. So Lady Nika came live and rescheduled it for her channel tomorrow. That's about it. But grown folks, are you still in the chat? I can't believe I'm doing this. Grown folks, are you still in the bushes? He might have left. How come every time I want to talk to somebody, they leave?
He does, but he just dropped down and said back, oh, Miss Coffee, hey Miss Coffee. She said Charlie, psst. But then after that she talked to you a little later when she said, I'm sorry. And Regina said, was he a mixed boxer? And then Charlie said he might have been. He looked like an American bulldog. And Regina, you said, okay, yes, absolutely. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Okay, so grown folks isn't in the bushes.
He's in the bushes because I just tagged him, and I can't tag somebody if they not actively in the chat.
You want him to hit the panel, Corio? I can go get him.
And it will never happen again, I'm sure.
Okay, let me go get him.
The one time I want him to hit the panel,
I ain't never heard you even say that, Corio.
Girl, and I'm choking. I'm almost choking half to death right now. Okay. But I want to ask him something. I really do. But yeah, Charlie, it's been kind of slow. Now, KiKi, Hood Table said she came on at 3 a.m. and said she was taking a break. But since then, she's did 2 to 3 videos. So she's upset and crying now that she feels like Octavius doesn't love her anymore. He's acting funny. She's hurt. I guess she got on the live and added her mom to it on the phone, crying about how he's acting funny and doesn't love her anymore. So she brought her mom on the live. I think her mom might have been on the phone, but yeah, to me, that's still having your mom in the beef sector on a live.
I would not have my mama, my daddy, my husband, my son, not near another on this beef sector streets.
Girl. So she did that. She did a live that for the first 20 minutes there was nothing. Then she talked a little bit about this and that and this and threw a little Octavius in there. Then she was gone again for, we don't even know if she ever came back. So she's really in a tailspin. And let's see. Well, we told you Ness got porn bombed. Um,
Hold up. I'm sorry.
what?
Oh Jesus. Okay, well I'm over here trying to send grown folks a message. Tracy made a post, or was it a video? Hold on. Tracy made a video. I think. Oh, it says, Brianna, what were you saying? Ain't no lesion on me, bitches.
See, that's that lie roasting that I hate. Because you know good and damn well Tracy said that she had a man's name tattooed on her butt on that area a long time ago. And so she took you know how you guys can mark out stuff before you post it?
Yeah, why can't you just mark it out? Like put a
Well,
blur
she
over it
did.
or something.
Well, she marked it out. She used that,
Oh.
yeah, she blacked it out because she didn't want people, one, she said, seeing the name, two, trying to find him and talking about it. So she just took her cursor or
You know
whatever,
what?
her mouse, or
I
how.
could have sworn, Corio, that's what it was. A mark, like somebody had took a black on
Yes,
the ink on your photo and like
that's
scribbled
what
across
she did.
it.
That's what she did to scribble out the dude's name she has tattooed on that area.
But still, if you wouldn't have posted you got the whole YouTube,
Girl,
you got something
girl,
on your ass.
girl. Who you? What? Okay.
Why'd she get a tattoo there of somebody's name?
Well, I know a lot
You
of
know how
people
they be
that,
doing it, shoot,
you
on
know
their
how they
wrist.
do, on
Mm-hmm.
their wrist, on their breast, on their
Mm-hmm.
thigh, on their
On their
calf, on
neck.
their butt. Girl, they do it all
Girl,
the
she
time.
need to get
It,
better at photo editing.
I
She
was
girl,
could have made it skin color. You know what I'm saying? Let it match a little more.
No, you know how you can, like, when you edit in video or pictures, you can put hearts, you can put smiley faces, you can put all kind of stuff. I would have put a little heart, a little cute red heart right there. That's what I would have done. Regina said, "What video is this on?" Oh, Regina, go to my community wall, boo. Go to my community wall, and there's a
oh no,
video.
no, she's talking about bringing her mother online.
Oh,
That's not on your community
oh,
wall.
okay, my bad, my bad.
Oh, that's okay. That's okay.
And what did I am human first say? Another parent brought online. Yep.
Yep, sure did.
Mm-hmm.
Sure did. I would love to, I don't know. And like I said, I'm not gonna go listen to any Umar person's video, but I would love to for you to do the live reading on that conversation between Brooke and his mom. That is unbelievable. She's a married woman. Did you tell your mom that? Did you
Child,
tell
I bet
your
you
mom
he didn't.
that she was getting ready to get online and talk to a woman you're interested in, but she's a married woman and her husband, and there's been like a whole bunch of mess behind it. I mean, you know how long it takes me or it took me to bring somebody home to meet my dad, to meet my mom. You had to be locked in to meet my siblings, to meet my friends. You would have it take to me. It took even a long time for me to introduce a man to my friends, let alone my parents. Am I wrong, or is that normal?
No, you're not wrong. Because I told my sons when they were younger, don't bring home somebody that I wouldn't approve, and they already knew. I didn't even have to break it down.
Yeah, I mean,
Don't bring home no ratchet ass. Don't.
unless I brought Obama home to meet my dad, nobody was ever good enough. Oh, he's an attorney. Oh, he works on da da da. Oh, he's a da da da. I'm just naming shit. Oh, he's a doctor. Or he's a janitor. Or nothing would have ever been okay. he probably would have found something wrong with Obama. You know what I'm saying? It's just, you had to be on point for me, first of all. Second of all, why would I bring you around my friends and my family and I don't know you? I don't, that those are sacred people to me. I love them. So why would I bring an unknown around them?
That takes me back to that video with KiKi and Steve. How he was telling her, "You don't even know me. How you keep telling me you love me? You don't even know my last name." He said, "You don't know
Right.
my favorite color. You don't know me." But you know what? Another thing that we
What?
got from that video was KiKi been separated from her husband for a long time, right?
Right.
And she's still in a situation right now where she's still married. And in
Right.
that video done 4 years ago, that man said, "You talking about you in love with me and you still got a whole husband. Why don't you go love on your husband?" Like, how many years are you going to go still married and dating all these people, living with all these men, and you're so bougie and shit and live in a bougie neighborhood and got all this money, all this money, but you can't afford to get a divorce?
I'm wondering now that the daughter is 18, that child support's going to stop. So what you going to do now? How bougie
Child.
you when you just living on your own income? I mean, she might get spousal support. I don't know. And it's none of my business. But the child turned 18. She just graduated. So now I do know my dad, as long as we were in school, he still had obligations. If we, when we were in college, he still had obligations. So that might be the case.
Oh yeah, when they're
But
still in college, you gotta
yeah,
especially if you're a court order to carry them on your insurance and things like that.
yeah,
Because now with the Obama thing, they can be on your insurance till they turn 27. Because my oldest one, I just have to, tell him get your own insurance. I've been telling him for the last year, get your own insurance, get your own insurance. Don't hit me up if something happened and you laying up in the hospital and can't pay your bill. You better
yeah,
get you that daggone insurance.
yeah,
But
yeah.
yeah,
So
as far as that, she's still married. And that ain't none of our business, really. Like, we
no,
don't really care that she's married, but you putting all your business out here. You keep dating all these dudes online, and you're so bougie. That's the thing. You always throwing up how much money. Like she said the other live, she said, "You can look like me, and you can have nice things like me, and live like me, and you can still have a mental breakdown." So you
it,
living all nice and all bougie, got all this money and the finer things in life, but you can't get a divorce. And also that shit that comes with the spousal support, that only lasts for a few years. The child support might go till they turn 18 or whatever, but the spousal support, that ain't forever.
well, I know quite a few people, women that as long as they didn't get married, they got their spousal support. So a lot of them they shack up. That
But that's usually if you got money like that too.
well, yeah.
Most
But I'm
people that
I'm
I
talking
know,
about
like in
what
the
she
hood or regular common folk, ain't no spousal support.
yeah,
They just pay child support.
yeah, that's true. That's true. That's true.
But yeah, that's usually if you got businesses and all this money and houses and this, just that's where that spouse support comes into play. Especially if a woman was used to being mainly taken care of by the man and they got money like that. But I don't know.
That was what she said. I remember her saying something to that effect years ago on Tracy's panel, how he had
Yeah.
money and that's
I
how
just can't believe everything she said because from the look of her crib, it's really nice to have a crib, but she was paying in her living room like she just had all kind of finer things in there. I was looking like, girl, you ain't showing us shit.
yeah,
I done seen projects look that nice. I done seen Section 8 homes look that nice. You ain't showing us shit. A whole wall to wall, floor to wall, entertainment center with nothing on it. Like I'm like, what is you showing us in a big ass oversized vacuum cleaner in the middle of the floor? Like that's all we saw. Like, what
like
is you doing?
like you just cleaned up because you knew you were going to show it.
Exactly. I'm like,
Yeah,
what are you doing, dude?
yeah.
You know why she showed it? Because she was just cleaned up and was trying to say, my ain't dirty.
Right, and left the vacuum cleaner there.
And
Really?
that's exactly what she did. When she panned the room that she was sitting in, the living room, she said, see, my house ain't messy. Y'all, he up here got y'all thinking, walk around that bitch.
That's what I'm trying to
Go to
say.
the bathroom. Where did he deep clean? He said the bathroom, the kitchen, the
Well, we know that
fridge.
room is suspect because she just had her ass all up on it.
Oh, that's an old pic, though.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the pic with her sitting her booty up on the sink. She put that out. How many years ago, Charlie? That's old.
Shoot, I think that was back in the Kenola days.
Yeah, that was old. But Tracy must have still had it. And she
That was
posted it
back
up.
when she was drunk online all the damn time. When she
Yeah.
was first, you remember when she first went on her weight loss thing
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Which time?
before she got with
You said
Octavius.
which time?
Oh,
Oh,
yes,
yeah, right before Octavius. Yep.
yes, yes,
That
yes.
was, I think that was exactly when that picture was taken. But it could have been also that. No. See, I'm wrong. Hood Table's right. That was back when she was still big and was trying to hide her belly. And
Mm.
that's when she, you know what I'm saying. That's why she sat the way she sat on that couch.
Mm.
It
Oh,
was
thank
over.
you, Regina. See that? I was just about to say before we start talking about her booty in the seat that spouse support is only for when you get
Right.
divorced.
She's not divorced. You're
That's right.
absolutely
She's a
right.
liar. She's a liar.
So she's get. So there it goes. Child support is getting ready to end pretty soon because the child's 18. So she has this big executive position, this bougie executive position. I guess we'll really see now. We'll see. We'll see. Maybe she'll go ahead and divorce him now to see if she can get spousal support. But
That's right. See, when you start putting things together and going back in time,
yeah,
and just what y'all said, but she was supposed to be getting spouse support. I do recall her saying that back in the day, but we didn't know that she wasn't divorced when
right.
she told us that story.
I'm glad she said that because I was still in, you know,
Hmm.
Eli mode. Yeah, yeah.
Also, I don't think if you're still married to one person, you can't get anything from a past divorce, so she can't claim it was from another divorce either. Because once you get remarried, any spousal support stops.
Exactly.
Yep.
I just, yeah. Like I said, I've got friends to not stop that spousal support. They just shack up. They just, mm-mm. And if I was a man, I don't know how I'd feel about that. But I guess it's money into the pot, so who cares? But people just don't take relationships serious anymore. You know, women and men are putting up with a lot of stuff because there are women out here who purposely date married men. I knew in when I lived down south, there were women that purposely wanted to date married men only because they got taken care of and they were like, and I could just shoo them home and let the wife wash their clothes and, do this and that. And all I do is have fun. When I see him, I'm having fun. We go places, we travel. I go with him on business trips. He buys me nice things and then he's out of my hair. They purposely do that and it makes it difficult because it makes it very easy for men to do what they're not supposed to do. I'll put it like that. It's real hard out here.
Did y'all just hear my boxer?
No, what happened?
She's over here.
Oh, I hear
That
it now. Yeah.
that's the boxer. The two feists I have.
Oh Lord, somebody sent me the clip of KiKi talking to her mom.
Oh Lord.
Oh my goodness, child,
Mm-mm-mm-mm.
Well,
child.
y'all know that our girl's live right now talking about it.
Is she?
Uh huh.
Who?
Okay, well shoot, we can go on over there. Shoot.
Who? Who?
The
VS.
V, the V to the S to the I to the
Oh. Okay.
She let it all out, girl.
Well,
Just
let's
saying.
run over to VS then, because we really kind of covered everything we was gonna talk about anyway.
Yeah. Okay. Bye.
So I
I
love you
love
guys.
y'all.
I love you guys. Any of
Hey.
y'all support our girl VS? Head on over there because she live discussing all this type of shit. So I'm gonna run over there and end this live. But make sure you please like and share the video if you haven't done it already. Please and thank you very much. And feel free to hit the Cash App $ the Hood Table 402 if you want to send a love offering or donate to the platform. Thank you so much. I appreciate you guys. I holla. Oh yeah, I forgot. Stay safe, be blessed, remain vigilant at all times, and always remember to keep it hood. I'm out.